back to Cooking with Dewey. Today's recipe was requested by Scott. Well, actually it's a slightly different recipe. He wanted a double crusted apple pie like, what's that, Bob Evans, but it took a lot of work and stuff to make it, so I decided not to do that. So I started Googling around and stumbled upon this recipe, which is apple pie cookies. So it's basically little bite-sized pies that you stick in your mouth. So as always, I'll put the recipe to it and a link in the description to where I got this recipe from. But I'm sure it's going to be tasty. So let's begin. I doubled the recipe on this because I'm sure it's going to be yummy and be gone real quick. But what I did, I changed the recipe. But you can do it by how you want it or what it shows on the recipe. But what I did, since I doubled it, I chopped up 6 apples, put a little butter in there, cooked them till they were soft, and then I let them cool. And it says on the recipe to make caramel sauce, and I did one step further and I got caramel sauce in the jar. And so the recipe calls for refrigerated pie crust, and what you do is you take one pie crust, lay it out flat like this, and you take another one and you come into strips to make lattice across there. So let's start by putting the sauce on. It's almost like making pizza. Alright. Now after you have both pie crust or both refrigerator dough, or one, but in this case 2, have caramel on it. Take your softened apples, that's cooled. So I have the oven preheated to 350 degrees. Now I'm going to take the strips of pie crust and drape it over the apples. Now, as the recipe said, to do a hatch pattern, crisscross pattern, I forget now, but supposed to layer them. It looks like mozzarella strips on a pizza. So after you get done with that, you take a round cookie cutter and then you go around making cookie shapes. Now, while I was off cam, I beat an egg and brushed it on the cookies to make it more golden brown. Now I'm going to sprinkle sugar on it for a crunchy taste or feel. Now, I'm going to put them in the oven for 20 to 30 minutes or until golden brown. And I will be back. How much longer will you be in the kitchen? And I will be back to check on the... And I will be back to check on the apple pie cookies. Alright guys, let's see how they turned out. They look oh so yummy. Well, I'm going to let them cool off here so they're easier to remove. And that's it. These would make a perfect Christmas gift. It took me a while to remove it, but I would suggest not using tin or aluminum foil. Using a baking sheet or something hard, or if you have counter space, use that, because I had a hard time doing that. But yeah, they kind of look like strange little empanadas or something like that. But yep. Well, if you guys have any suggestions and stuff, feel free to put them down in the comment section and put a like if you've tried these. And that's it. Signing off. There you go, Scott. There's your apple pie. Bite size almost. Take care, everybody.